Gentlelady, prepared.
Someone who uses a baby as a critical tool while taking any claim to that.
Kristi Noem was just questioned during a House of Representatives hearing by Democrats who delivered an outstanding cross-examination. Kristi Noem looked shocked. She stayed mostly silent. Then she said she had to leave the hearing early because of other obligations. After that, she walked out while people in the audience shouted at her as she exited. Leading the powerful questioning was Democratic Congressman Seth Magaziner of Rhode Island. This was one of the strongest rounds of questioning I have ever seen, and I'm saying that as a trial lawyer. Now, let me show you exactly what Magaziner did here. It was truly impressive. Take a look at this clip.
Madam Secretary, how many United States military veterans have you deported?
Sir, we have not deported U.S. citizens or military veterans.
I don't believe you served in the military. I haven't either, but I think you and I can agree that as Americans, we owe everything to those who have served our country in uniform, particularly those who have served in combat. Do you agree with that?
Sir, I believe that people that are in this United States that are citizens have legal status here.
Madam Secretary, we are joined on Zoom by a gentleman named Se-Jun Park. He is a United States Army combat veteran who was shot twice while serving our country in Panama in 1989. Like many veterans, he struggled with PTSD and substance abuse after his service. He was arrested in the 1990s for some minor drug offenses, nothing serious. He never hurt anyone besides himself, and he's been clean and sober for 14 years. He is a combat veteran, a Purple Heart recipient. He has sacrificed more for this country than most people ever have. Earlier this year, you deported him to Korea, a country he hasn't lived in since he was 7 years old. Will you join me in thanking Mr. Park for his service to our country?
Sir, I'm grateful for every single person that has served our country and follows our laws.
Can you please tell Mr. Park why you deported him?
Every one of them needs to be enforced.
But you understand that many veterans struggle with PTSD, many veterans struggle with substance abuse challenges. This man took 2 bullets for our country. You have broad authority, by the way, as Secretary, to issue humanitarian parole, to do deferred action. Will you commit to at least looking at Mr. Park's case to see if you can help him find a pathway back to this country that he sacrificed so much for?
I will absolutely look at his case, but I want you to remember that
Madam Secretary, the man behind you, please stand up, sir. His name is Jim Brown from Troy, Missouri. He is a Navy combat veteran who served our country in the Gulf War. He's married to a woman named Donna, who came to our country legally from Ireland when she was 11 years old. She has lived here for 48 years. Because of you, Jim's wife, Donna, has been in prison for the last 4 months. She did not come here illegally, and she has never committed any crime other than writing 2 bad checks totaling $80 10 years ago. She is currently in prison and facing deportation. Ms. Noem, will you thank Mr. Brown for his service to our country?
Thank you, Mr. Brown, for your service to our country.
Now, what possible explanation can there be for locking up his wife for 4 months when she has committed no crime other than writing a couple of bad checks for $80?
Sir, it is not my prerogative, my latitude, or my job to pick and choose which laws in this country get enforced.
You have broad discretion as the Secretary. You can issue parole, you can do all kinds of things, but you're choosing not to. Will you commit, again, to just reviewing Donna's case and reuniting this combat veteran with his beloved wife, who also loves this country?
I will review the case.
Next, Congresswoman MacIver questioned Kristi Noem. During the exchange, Kristi Noem tried to raise her voice and speak over her. Watch what happened here. Let's play the clip.
Thank you, Secretary Noem. Do you agree that using DHS resources to target members of Congress is an abuse of power?
Excuse me, would you say that
You
again?
would have heard me if you stopped talking
If you
and
would
listened to
stop
my
talking
questions.
crazy,
Do
quit
you
making
agree
stuff up.
that using DHS resources to target members of Congress is an abuse of power?
We are not doing that. We are out there enforcing the law, doing our work, and we are allowing oversight.
Of course, we're not
visits
going to get
more
any
than the
answers. With
entire
that,
Joe
Mr.
Biden
Chairman, I
administration
yield
did.
back.
Gentlelady yields back. I now recognize the gentleman from Oklahoma, Mr. McKean, for 5 minutes.
Next, I'll show you Democratic Congressman Dan Goldman questioning Kristi Noem and getting her to basically admit that her actions against people going through the asylum process were clearly unlawful. Now, let's play this clip.
I'm sorry, but gentleman from New York is now recognized, Mr. Goldman, for 5 minutes.
Secretary Noem, let's talk about the law. Do you agree that asylum is a lawful pathway to immigrate to this country? Yes or no?
There's an asylum program, yes, in place.
All right. So
It was
immigrants
abused under
then
the
with
Biden
ongoing asylum applications are legally in this country, correct?
Excuse me, I'm sorry. Your question was?
Immigrants with ongoing asylum applications are legally in this country.
There are individuals in this country that have applications that
And they are legally here because it's a lawful pathway, right?
it's a lawful platform.
Okay, so if your department then deports anyone with an ongoing asylum application, you are violating the law, correct?
Joe Biden left us with.
I'm not asking about Joe Biden. I'm asking you a specific question. If your department deports anyone with an ongoing asylum application, you are violating the law. Is that correct?
It was greatly violated when they allowed.
I'm asking you.
People to come
I'm
in and
asking you.
granted asylum applications.
Why are you filibustering? Why can't you answer the question? It's a simple question.
Your president,
If your department
and your secretary
deports
did not
anyone
follow the law
with an ongoing
applications
asylum application, you are violating the law. Isn't that correct?
the asylum program was
Okay.
broken under the
Mr.
last.
Chairman, I will reclaim my time. She's not answering the question. But the obvious answer is that yes, if you follow a lawful pathway, asylum is a lawful pathway. If you have an open asylum case, you are here lawfully. But the problem that we are seeing around the country is that you are not following the law. Don't tell us to change the law. If you don't like the asylum system, you change the asylum law. Bring it to us. We'll work with you. I think it needs to be changed. But you can't just decide that you're not going to follow the law, and asylum is a law, and deport people who have ongoing applications. Unfortunately, that is exactly what's happening. It's happening across the street from my office, right in New York City.
Then Kristi Noem said, I have to go. I'm leaving. I have other commitments. So I'll need to leave this hearing a little early. Now, let's play this clip.
Dollars immediately, and we're responding immediately to our people. I have to actually leave this hearing early because the FEMA Review Council is giving their report today on suggestions for changes to FEMA.
Thank you for not taking your foot off the gas.
I have to co-chair it, but I will be leaving soon to have to go do that.
And here she was heckled on the way out. Let's play it.
A gentlelady from Texas, Ms. Johnson, 5 minutes of questions.
I'm just going to take the position that she was scared of my questions. Mr. Chairman, if we could stop the clock and
Oh, yes,
wait
no,
till
that
after all
absolutely.
this,
Clerk will suspend.
if we could reset the time,
Yes.
that would be helpful.
We'll reset the clock. Gentlelady prepared.
Someone who uses a baby as a tool while taking babies away from the man. Right to family. How dare you? How dare you? How dare you? How dare you?
Okay. Thank you.
Gentlelady is recognized.
There was another hearing taking place. After the Kristi Noem hearing ended, I switched over to watch Benny Thompson questioning one of Donald Trump's FBI officials about Antifa. In that separate House hearing, MAGA Republicans were claiming that Antifa is the biggest terrorist threat. Congressman Benny Thompson, a Democrat, delivered the strongest questioning. He said, "Okay, where is Antifa based? Where is its headquarters? How many people belong to it? You're the FBI official handling Antifa. Tell us." Then watch this witness fall apart under Thompson's questioning. Let's play this clip. Yeah, I want to...
Antifa. That's our primary concern right now.
All right, that's what President Trump did. What does the FBI say?
We share the same view. When you look at the data right now, you look at the domestic terrorist threat that we're facing. Right now, what I see from my position is that's the most immediate violent threat that we're facing on the domestic side.
So where is Antifa headquartered?
What we're doing right now with the organization.
Where in the United States does Antifa exist? Yeah. If it's a terrorist organization and you've identified it as number one.
We are building out the infrastructure right now.
So what does that mean? We're trying to get the information. You say Antifa is a terrorist organization. Tell us as a committee, how did you come to that? Where do they exist? How many members do they have in the United States as of right now?
Well, that's very fluid. It's ongoing for us to understand that. The same, no different than Al Qaeda and ISIS.
No, I don't want you. I'll ask one question, sir. I just want you to tell us. If you said Antifa is the number one domestic terrorist organization operating in the United States, I just need to know where they are, how many people. I don't want a name. I don't want anything like that. Just how many people have you identified with the FBI that Antifa is made of?
Well, the investigations are active.
So you wouldn't come to this committee and say something you can't prove. I know you wouldn't do that. But you did.
Yeah, I want to show you one more moment from the Kristi Noem hearing during her cross-examination. Congresswoman Ramirez seemed to realize that Kristi Noem was going to keep lying the entire time. So, she put together a powerful summary showing what she described as Kristi Noem's repeated false statements. Watch this here. Let's play the clip.
An article by ProPublica from October 16, 2025, entitled, "We found that more than 170 U.S. citizens have been held by immigration agents. They've been kicked." There's nothing smiling about U.S. citizens. I'm sorry, that's very inappropriate. Let me continue. They've been kicked, dragged, and detained for days. The next one.
The Trump administration has specifically targeted the worst of the worst. The individuals that we are going after are those that are violent criminals, those that are breaking our laws.
Secretary Noem, again, you lied to the American people. I will be including into the record, an article by the NBC News from December 7, 2025, entitled, "ICE has arrested nearly 75,000 people with no criminal records, data shows." The co-equal branch of government, and it is your obligation as a member of the executive branch to honor decisions made by the highest court of the land. Yes or no, Secretary?
We are abiding by all federal judges' orders. Absolutely.
The Justice Department said that when the administration was ordered back in March to stop sending detained migrants to a mega prison in El Salvador, you personally made the final call to continue the flights anyway. Is that correct?
And the decisions that are made on deportations, where flights go and when they go, are my decision at the Department of Homeland Security. And we'll continue to do the right thing, continue to work and protect Americans, no matter what radical judge comes out and tries to stop us. We'll do.
You lied on the record, and you lied to members of this committee. You violated court orders by not turning around deportation flights bound for El Salvador, where we know that hundreds of people under your leadership have reported that they were raped, they were beaten, and they nearly died. And your agents used chemical weapons in Chicago, despite court orders from District Court Judge Ellis forbidding their use. Secretary Noem, you, Gregory Bavino, and your ICBP and DHS deputized agents have waged an unaccountable, unlawful, unconstitutional war against communities across the nation.
Let me show you another moment where a Democratic congressman said, "Look, you're not following federal court orders." That was the point being made during the hearing. Now, let's play this clip.
That your ICE agents haven't gone far enough. Do you think terrorizing American citizens and assaulting peaceful protesters isn't far enough?
Congressman, the Department of Homeland Security and this administration complies with all federal court orders. We always have and we always will.
Not true.
And we will continue to appeal. And sir, I will even tell you that at the highest court, at the Supreme Court, the Department of Homeland Security in our litigation has an over 90% success rate in winning at the highest court in our battle against activist judges across this country.
Madam Secretary,
we will continue to appeal. And then when it gets to the highest court and we get a decision, it is proven that we are right, that we have been compliant. I will also say,
Madam Secretary, let me.
You want me to answer your questions or not?
I do, but let me. You haven't been telling us the truth. Look, there have been at least 170 known cases of citizens being arrested or detained by federal immigration agents this year alone. This is the truth. Are you lying to the American people right now by denying these reports?
When we are doing our targeted enforcement operations against criminal illegal aliens, individuals that are in that area may be detained until we verify who they are, and then they are released. This has been done for years, and every single law enforcement operation that has always happened, we follow the same protocols, and we continue to do that. We have never once detained or deported an American citizen. We have not held them and charged them. When we find out and verify their identity, then that is when they are released. You also
once they verify a person's identity, that is when they are released. Also, let me remind you that I covered this in a video earlier today. Kristi Noem may have been too busy to stay for the hearing, but not too busy for the Department of Homeland Security to post videos showing Border Patrol agents and ICE confronting migrants. One video even used the phrase cuffing season, and another used Sabrina Carpenter's music. Sabrina Carpenter responded, saying, "Don't you dare use my music to target migrants." After that, the Trump administration criticized the pop star. Her post then reached about 138 million views. Soon after, the administration removed the video because it faced major public backlash. So the Trump administration removed the video after facing embarrassment over the response from a pop star. Remember that? Then Governor Newsom posted his own cuffing season video showing Donald Trump, Pete Hegseth, and Stephen Miller being handcuffed and taken to prison over claims of war crimes and crimes against humanity. Credit to all of the members of Congress we highlighted, especially Congressman Seth Magaziner. His questioning was outstanding. Our thoughts are with the veteran community and everyone affected, including those who attended the House of Representatives hearing in person or online. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe.